G'day guys, welcome back to In My Shed. I'm BC. This is a bit of a two-part, just a short video. I've got the new audio gear on now and a lavalier mic and a pocket transmitter getting up in the world. I don't like this big gangly thing hanging out of my camcorder, so I will be trying to find an adapter cord, male-female extension. But I'll turn the lathe on, try and give you a bit of a spiel, see if it sounds okay. Then we'll try the milling machine and then one of the grinders to make sure it works across the spectrum of machines. It's something that I've had trouble with all along, and I'm very, very doubtful that this will pick up the voice and not the background noise. We'll see what we can do. I wish to also use this because I can put into Pinnacle my software for editing and see if I can drown the noise out there. Also, I like this system because it turns on when the camcorder turns on. It still records in the same fashion. The next upgrade will be a remote to turn the camcorder on. Wouldn't that be bloody wonderful? Okay, well, a Mazak's one of the loudest things in the shed. I'll just give that a bit of a quick squirt, have a talk, and find out if you can hear me. Well, that's how it would be for an average sort of running day. It doesn't make a lot of noise off the cutting tool. It's just getting rusty. Everything's rusting in the shed. It's just that time of year. I hope you can hear this quite okay. If this is all there is to improving the audio, I'll wear it. It's really not obtrusive. I might start using the back pocket instead of the front pocket, but all the wires are under the shirt. It seems so far to be a really good effort. Well, let's hope that that was successful, and we'll move round to another machine. Well, we're back again at the turret mill. I think this will be a little bit of a no-brainer. It usually is a reasonably quiet machine, but as part of a comprehensive check, let's give it a go. Look, that's all you hear with this machine, a little bit of a thud from the cutters. I don't think there's going to be any drama here. So the grinder might be a trouble because it's a bit of a high frequency really squealing machine, but I think we'll be quite okay here. This is also going to help me to know when I've got to use different mics to try and get a decent setup. It's something that I think I failed with a little bit, and the audience has been a bit cranky with it. Okay, on to one of the grinders. G'day guys, this is what it's like in front of the Clarkson grinder, and this is probably one of the noisiest buggers I've got in the shop. I hope this does come through fairly clear. I have had a story come to me about a fellow that pushed the bearing shield to one side and managed to get a little bit of lubricant in that way, and I don't know whether I'll have a try. That noise is atrocious. If I can't do the same, I'll just put new bearings in the bloody thing and be happy with it. But yeah, I don't know how that sounds to you guys, whether you can pick me up or not. I hope it's okay. If it is, it'll be a very good thing for me. Okay, bye for now, but part 2 coming up. Okay, this part will be handheld as I'm crawling around with everything hanging up on the floor in my shed. It's come to the point where I've just run out of room. I've got a cylinder grinder coming soon and something just has to give. So I've got to make up my mind between two grand old girls, and I'll run you around and ask for your opinions. I've got this fella here. It's a good Cincy number 2. I think it's spent a bit of time stored outside, but it is physically in very good nick. The electrics are from the 1950s, I think, very, very old and crude, and rubber insulation, so that would be a rebuild there. But what makes this a good score are the accessories. Grinding vise down in the corner, high-speed spindle, centering device, dead centers. Now it does have one fault, and I'll take you around the other side As expected, one of the cross-feed wheels was bloody either hit with a forklift or used to tie it down. But it does have a very good pair of stops, and my dilemma is I have two options. I can either adapt all the Cincinnati equipment to the big TOS grinder or keep the Cincinnati and use it. A lot of swivelling plates there. Even has a magnetic chuck, universal workhead and powered workhead over the back. Now, damage is that particular feed wheel there. I think it is bent purely in the housing there, outside from the bearing, so it should be a reasonable repair job. The table moves fairly free. There are a couple of spare arbors and all the wheel guards, etc. Now, if I can adapt the accessories to the TOS, I think that's the way I'd like to go, because I might even be able to use the wiring on the TOS as is. But let's go out and have a look and see what you think. Okay, back again. This is the TOS TNC grinder, and I'd say it's probably 10 years younger than the Cincinnati. Very lovely machine. Does have a hand wheel missing this side. Very convenient. Operator lever on the table feed. It's got anti-vibration feet. And if I can squeeze my fat belly around the back of it, beautiful table locks and graduation on the angle of the table. Now, this has got another offset head as well. Somebody has to be kidding. Oh God almighty, I'm glad I'm not in his shed. Now, worse luck, the taper on the shafts is different from both machines, but this is fitted with a very old basic DRO, which I think I've exceeded the maximum limit on the travel, and it's no good. It also has a crooked shaft. Yep, somebody has dropped it on. That's it, it's a bit of a repair there. But most of the electrics, I think, would be recoverable. It's all from the 70s. It has the same 2-speed table drive. Now, I like this one because it has a really big table. It has very nice spring-loaded stops under there and a great big micrometer stop. So that's all standard issue with this grinder. Now, next week or so I will be trialling the Cincinnati accessories on this table to see if they will work, and if they do, there might be a bare Cincinnati up for grabs. Make offers, whatever you want to do, swap for anything. And if that's not the go, then I'll be keeping the Cincinnati and palming this whole girl off, minus the micrometer stop, of course. Now, I prefer this head because it is more of an extension head rather than a high-speed internal quill. The other one's meant for internal grinding. I have no physical accessories for this girl, so that's why I'll be keeping the Cincy stuff. But I think I got halfway through a project of overhead powering the Cincinnati workhead. I think I would do the same with this and throw all the gear out of the guts. It's just too much rebuilding required. Okay, that's my dilemma. Let me have your comments and see what you think. Oh, another old dinosaur. It does run, but oh, it's a dirty pig.